Simon & Schuster Audio presents Shell by Kristina Olsson. Read by Melle Stewart. From In Search of Lost Time by Marcel Proust. Ideas come to us as the successors of griefs, and griefs, at the moment they turn into ideas, lose some part of their power to injure the heart. Sydney, November 1960. The day the great man sang, heat blazed in halos over Bennelong Point. This is what Pearl will remember, later. This is what she will say. That his voice turned the air holy. Men, sweat-slicked, stood with bowed heads or hung off scaffolds, swatting at flies and tears. Few looked at the singer. They needed all their senses to hear, needed their whole bodies, skin and eyes and hearts, to absorb what they couldn't say. That sacredness had returned to this place. It flowed through them on a single human voice, through their bodies and the building that was rising beneath their hands. Pearl stood with the other journalists and watched the men grow luminous, wept as she understood that it wasn't just the building or the place Robeson had sanctified, but the labour, the valour of it, the modest hearts of workers. In his songs, in the faces of the men, was every story she had ever tried to write. This one, too. She closed her eyes as the voice trailed away. Words formed and crumbled in her head, insubstantial. She gripped her notebook and forgot to write them down. Autumn, 1965. She walked towards the quay in opalescent light. The city closed down, prosaic. The horizon grubby with clouds and promising nothing. It was like this sometimes, as if Sydney was within her, an idea she carried around, vaporous, unexamined, until, on evenings like this, it revealed her to herself. She was hollowed out, impervious, as torpid as the streets. Usually the city was enough.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?